We got this, ladies. We've been doing good. We showing the fellas that we can have a conversation. We can have discord without it being disrespect. Y'all doing great.
The only thing I wanted to say is I was blocked. So no, I couldn't have gone over there and said anything. Do I think Polka's emotion was real? Yes, she's married to the man and it's a lot of information. But please do not spin the narrative of I was able to go into that panel or comment in any way. I was blocked. I was not able to go into the live. I was shared the live over 50 times and I was blocked. So do not say that I was in there or I gave my opinion or anything on that. I had to go to other panels to tell people the true story because of the narrative spun about me that was very inaccurate. So no, I was nowhere in that live, didn't touch that live.
Brookie, I saw you in the comments and I asked her out loud if I could allow you up, and then you left. I was moderating for the live. I saw you in the comment section.
All 4 of my accounts were blocked.
I saw you in the comment section.
You probably
I
saw
never
a
said you came in the
troll account.
panel.
No,
I
you
saw you in the
probably-
comment
hold
section
on.
when
I'm
Casey
not
We
gonna
first
allowed
started.
you to
calm
talk.
down.
Y'all
I'm-
brought Bricky up.
Hey, you the
don't
one
have to
raising
talk.
the
We don't
bar.
have
We
to
trying
have
to
Y'all
that
the one that
energy.
just
I'm not gonna
Nobody
argue.
had that
Calm
energy on this panel.
Slow
And
down.
Nobody had
y'all
that
gotta
energy.
Bella
calm
Big
down.
Teddy
The
energy. Get
page,
her out of
she's
here.
going
Like
to
she the
drop
only
us.
one
Protect the
doing too much.
page.
I'm not gonna
Damn.
argue. There are multiple troll accounts of me out there. I have Bricky as a liar, Bricky on the futon. There's multiple troll accounts. All of my accounts are blocked. I was on Law's panel the whole time. Well, in Law's live, not on her panel. I was in Law's live the whole time the thing was going on, listening. I was not in that live. I am blocked on all of my accounts. So whatever you seen was not me.
Okay, stay right there. Just stay right there. Understand something. Polka emotions, how she felt. We're not going to sit here and be like, oh well, I think she was fake crying. I think no, that's not cool. Like her expression, her emotions, we got to stop believing everything is a monolith with certain situations. So if that's how she reacted, she was crying, then she was crying. Like again, she's the one in the situation that was disrespected the most, and now we want to weigh in. If the tears was real, that's crazy.
Can I say something and then I'm gonna drop because I don't want to cause mess in your panel, Bella. I ain't been here in a minute, and I don't want to come here back my first time causing mess in your panel. So I apologize for going off like that. But I want to say this: for them to sit up here and use Rizzy, which I've heard y'all mention her a couple times, and how it was handled over here, but then to sit up here and hear y'all gang up on Polka's feelings. Hold on, what I said, gang up on Polka's feelings. It's crazy. One person could have said their statement and I would have kept my black ass in the comments. It was multiple women that was saying it and thinking it was a key that made me come up here. So if y'all want to be bad bitch, stand on your own. Bye, Bella.
Which women? Y'all gotta start putting names People on be shit. drinking early in the morning. I don't have it to give, but go ahead.
Yeah, but even if you disagree with somebody, I think we've been having pretty good disagreements here, and nobody gave any energy. We don't always agree with what each other say, but it's just about the energy we give. Unnecessary things pop off when people want to have certain energies for other people's opinions. I agree. You can't tell a woman's emotion because I may be crying and then 1 minute and cursing the next, and they'll say, oh, she's not really crying. That's not true. I mean, people go through several different types of emotions whenever they're dealing with something. So we just never know how people respond to things. But I can say that I can imagine that's an emotion, that's a traumatic experience for her having to deal with that with her husband on a public platform. We can at least say that it's very emotional. That means carrying several emotions from anger to frustration to crying when you have to deal with such things on a public platform, not just in private, but you're dealing with it publicly.
Let me say this. I don't agree with Ashley necessarily, but what I will say is, Maddie, even the comments told you to STFU, so you should just do that. Thanks.
Hey, Bella, I just have a question. Why can't we get the boyfriend in the chat? We need we got some questions for him.
Yeah,
He hasn't had nothing to say since this whole thing
because it don't exist. He doesn't exist.
No, he's a real person. Though they show
He's a person, just not her boyfriend.
Okay.
Can we get him in
I'm
here?
about to say, yeah. I agree with Prop. That's not her nigga. Like,
yeah. Somebody made a good
drop my
point.
CA in the audience, please. They asking for it. Go ahead, y'all.
Somebody made a good point about Brookie. I think if Polka really wanted the full story, she wouldn't have just had KG up there. She would have also included Brookie. And I think that would have been a fair assessment to me, in my opinion. If you do want the full story, you can't just listen to the woman that he was actually just laying with and not want the third party opinion too.
And honestly, Polka went into another live after her live was done early in the morning, and those questions were asked to her about why she was so hard on Berkey and Kiera. And
Well,
she
Kiera
told
is here. She was listening backstage. Let's welcome Kiera.
Hey Key, she told us
Good morning.
the motive. No, he's not assistive. She told us her motive. She basically said that she went so hard on Kiera because Kiera had, prior to the situation, called her, said that she looked like a man, and that she was very supportive of Kiera's platform, and that's the reason why she went so hard on Kiera. So Polka made sure that she pointed out the motives of everyone else, but she didn't. She left out what her own motives were, for the reason why she did that live and why she wanted to paint people in certain light. So
Okay, Kiera. Thank you for your patience.
Well, I really don't have much to add about the situation anymore because I've already accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, right? I get what Polka said yesterday, and like I said, Polka was literally just a casualty of war. And it was because of her husband. She was a casualty. The comments made about her was from even Cartel playing with me for weeks. I asked him to leave me alone. He wouldn't. He contacted Big La, asking him where was I, asking her where was I or how was I, right? So Polka became a casualty of war because of her husband. It's no hard feelings. It ain't no shade. I do hope that Polka and Cartel work out if that's really what she want. I don't think that they will ever get the truth. I don't think that the truth will be the truth won't even set him free. And I do think that because they're not going to get the truth, if I was Polka, should I just let it go if I'm going to stay with him? Because she going to stay.
Thank you, Alize. So my question for you, Kiera, what's your thoughts on being blamed for this whole situation kicking off the way that it did in the first place?
So my thoughts on being blamed about this, I think that it's some bull. I really do think it's bull. I think that people, and I
Thank you,
get
Janae.
it. I don't know. Like, I think that Polka has a lot of a fan base over here on the messy side. So I'm not surprised that I would get blamed. Only reason why I'm surprised is because people were acting as if, like, Tasia was acting as if she never went around and said anything when she out of anger. And then it was more so like, well, Kiera, but then forgot that you did. And then the first time that we heard Tasia say, oh yeah, I told him, I said it the other day when I was live, was literally 1 day ago. So it's more so like, nah, I don't want the smoke with Messy Talk. And it really irritates me because the same person that don't want the smoke with Messy Talk shouldn't even be on Messy Talk because she going around telling people to unalive like Rizzy. So I do feel like me being blamed for all of this extra bullshit is really not that. It was me simply asking the man to leave me alone. He wouldn't leave me alone. I begged Cartel to leave me alone. I said, just stop lying on me. I don't want nothing to do with you. I told La to tell him, leave me the fuck alone. Cartel still proceeded to bother me. So I really don't feel like I'm wrong for putting shit on the floor when I'm consistently asking someone to leave me alone and they won't leave me alone.
No lie, I'm gonna have to agree with her because I did see it play out. They were going back and forth, and he was bringing up her relationship with Voodoo and saying that she was an embarrassment to Voodoo. And then eventually this came out because I mean, if you gonna talk about mine, and I know some about yours. Yeah, it's probably gonna come out, especially if you won't leave me alone. So you can't say I'm out here embarrassing my man and you cuddled up and footsies and forehead kisses and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna spill it eventually.
Buying panties and personals and shit, pads and all the P's. He's buying the pads, the pussies, the personals. I
I
mean,
wonder if he picked out her panties too, like the pair that he liked. Like did he? Let me stop.
he
I ain't
Wait,
still
telling
so
no
wanting to
the
business.
know.
information wasn't exposed until people's feelings was involved? Is that what I'm hearing? So everybody was gonna sit on it until somebody
Yeah, they
actually
were
felt.
sitting on it. Yes, they've been sitting
Oh,
on it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so and it was supposed to be
Interesting.
genuine, right? That's what you do. I mean, I'm gonna just say this one time, like I'm nobody friend on here other than like a very few, right? So I don't owe y'all respect. I don't owe people to go and tell somebody wife what they did. I don't owe you that. I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you loyalty. I don't owe you a fair conversation, and I damn sure don't owe you anything to try to save your marriage because I'm not your friend. So I do think that if her friends knew or someone who claim that they cool with Polka, Tasia, she should have been the one to put that on the floor if she knew. I mean, I think that's the only problem. Like if you say that you cool with somebody, you should have been the one to go and tell her. But then randomly people used it as content. So yeah, it was content. Cartel used us as content. And I think that Tasia had every right to use that situation as content because she did tell us that she is fake. So I think that it was a fair one. It was entertaining.
Okay. I want to get into these questions. And we're going to do this at the same time. Hold on. I think Hip has something he want to say. And then come back, Empress.
I'm sorry, Bella. Can we, before you do your questions, can we ask Miss Kiera, go back 1 second. Who tells people to unalive? We didn't get a name. You said a person.
Yeah, I tell people to unalive all the time, but I specifically stated that Tasia said out of her mouth, go and unalive yourself. No, go do what Rizzy did. That's what Tasia said. So what I'm saying is I don't even understand why, she would use somebody's name in vain and then go sit in those people's face and play in their face. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and
It's
then
people's face being played in.
oh, I see. And then also the second question is, whenever he was trolling you about the guy, this, that, and the third, did y'all have like issues before that, or did he just kind of be like, oh, now I can hone in some like content to talk about a woman I can tear down? We were trying to wonder, like, did he just start messing with you one day and wouldn't leave you alone, or was it like kind of like a banter prior to that?
It was prior to some beef. I had a beef with this man named Bro. And it just started because me and Bro was into it. It was some other stuff going on over there. I was like, damn, I'm leaving the app. I don't want to be over here. I cried on live. Cartel went on that live and just started me and Cartel was already cool. Like we were associates, right? And I was a mod for him. Cartel went over there calling me all type of B's, H's, like just dragging me for no reason. I got the clip. Well, I had the clip. Someone sent it to me. I listened to it. And I was like, damn, why would Cartel talk about me like that? So I think that they addressed it. He contacted Big Law about me, like, hey, where's Kiera? I don't know how that conversation went. And I told Big Law, tell him to leave me the fuck alone. They did ask him, like, hey, you owe Kiera an apology for the things that you said. He said, no, I don't personally feel like Cartel owe me anything. That is a married man. He don't owe me an apology. So the problem came in when he disrespected me. But I still never really responded to Cartel. I still never really went up there and said, hey, stop motherfucking talking about me. No, I just said, Cartel, stop lying on me. If you gonna speak on me, tell the truth. That was it. I didn't ask him to stop. I didn't say, don't speak on me. It was just that. So he kept a problem going for weeks for no reason. Like I was confused, especially when I'm telling you, I don't want to smoke with you and just to protect my relationship because my man is telling me stop talking to you and just stay away from that. I don't want nothing to do with it. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I understand that. And then one last question, Bella, if you don't mind. Tasia, the audience is wondering, do you have any rebuttal for that statement?
No, wait a minute.
I
Hold the
did
fuck on.
not.
Wait. What are they saying in the audience? Who needed a plan B? What the fuck is that about?
They kept alleging that when they all went to Target that it wasn't about any hygiene products, but rather somebody was covering up and needed a plan B. That's what they've been alleging for 2 days.
Who was the somebody, KG or Borky?
Really the common cousins have come to their own consensus with it. I haven't heard anybody directly say it that it was a part of the story.
Comment cousins, y'all cut out bad. Tasia says she don't have no comment, y'all. Thanks for having me and thanks for answering my questions.
You look good, girl.
It couldn't have
Yes,
been
sir.
Brookie because Brookie used her mouth, and I still ain't got the answer of whether she finished.
You know what? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is crazy.
So
I miss my
Kiara,
granny. Huh?
So Kiara, Cartel actually came for you on behalf of Bro, right? That's why he fell out with you because of what was going on with you and Bro.
Well, I'm gonna just say this. I don't even think that we fell out. I think that Cartel was being himself, but I do feel like the moment that somebody crossed the threshold and disrespect me, all gloves are off. So it was more so of this bitch did this, like all of that. No, I don't deal with that. So now you about to have to deal with me, and that's just it. Like it was never like a beef with us. That's why I was confused. Like
Right. So
I
that's what I'm
do want
saying.
to.
You had just said that you and Bro had got into it, right?
yes, it was an ongoing beef between
Right.
me, bro. It was other people over there.
And
It's
then
I
not really
Cartel
about.
hopped in it attacking you, right? Do you
yes.
think that
Yes,
he came? Do you
yes.
think that he did it on the behalf of Bro?
No, I think that Cartel does. I've grown to know Cartel, right? And just like on an associate level, being a mod, being in those spaces, just like I grew to know Big Live from being a mod, being in her spaces. That's who he is. He's a troll. I do think that Cartel should watch who he tries to troll because then you will have a real problem. And so he's always successfully trolled people into being mad, trolled people into crashing out, trolled people into like that's what Cartel do. That's just who he is, and I accept who he is.
Did he
I
know
just
you
don't
knew this
accept
information?
the lies on me. What you say?
No, he
Do
didn't
you?
know.
Okay, he didn't know that she knew about the.
Right. He
No,
Okay.
didn't
because me
know.
and Cartel never talk on the back end at all.
I do want to say that if you do need a plan B, you can order something similar to a plan B off of Amazon, and it's only $6 and like 99 cents. And yeah, so just so y'all know, y'all don't gotta go get the plan Bs. They a little expensive.
I
I
just
also want to add, I did not in Mill, I see you in the comments. I never accused bro of nothing. I never got online and spoke on bro and said bro did anything. The comment cousins did and the people on the panels did. Stop lying on me. You need to worry about that fucking baby. Go ahead.
Me, it
Bell,
just sounded like how you were telling the story that Cartel was protecting a man more than he protect his wife. But I'm a mute.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
exactly.
hey y'all, I'm feeling a little sick, but I just got to get this out. Um, I don't know if y'all were tuned into Cartel's lives. He was begging Drama Talk to come to his lives and ask him questions. He kept saying that he's not going to join any panels. He's not going to let anybody get paid off of his story. He kept asking the men to come hold him accountable, come send the gifts to his lives. He wasn't going to any lives. He wanted the gifts to come to his lives. Nobody would, of course, nobody would come to his lives except KG, right? Then Polka post a status and say, hey, I'm hosting this live on Saturday. And we all know Messy Talk fuck with Polka. We fuck with Polka. So when Polka hits her live button, guess who shows up? We show up because we fuck with Polka. We love Polka, right? So we all show up for Polka's live, right? But we all know that was not Polka's live. That was Cartel's live. I don't care what nobody say. Cartel ran that live. Polka did not run that live. Cartel did. That's why no accountability was held for Cartel. That's why Braid could not clock in like he wanted to on Cartel because
Oops.
Cartel was running that
Amen.
live. I don't care what nobody say. Anybody can be mad at me about it. Cartel was the mastermind of that live. That's why Brookie could not be in that live. So I don't know why Shigo got up here caping because Brookie was not
Thank
there.
you for supporting the panel. Thank you, Janae.
so
Thank
I
you.
Because
did what
Thank
Cartel
you,
oh god.
Janae.
Cartel was the head of that live. Cartel said who can and can't be up there. Cartel said you block
Top
everybody in that bitch.
19, y'all.
Cartel said you block everybody in that bitch who say anything about me. Dre couldn't even say Cartel name in the comments without getting blocked. Drama Talk could not be in there because Cartel said so. So we're not gonna act like Brookie was in them comments, Shigo, because she was not. You know why? Because Cartel said so. Poker's not gonna get no hate because Poker did what a wife is supposed to do. A wife is supposed to have her husband's back. Y'all so used to motherfuckers getting up here throwing motherfuckers under the bus. Poker did what she was supposed to do. She had her husband's back. I know y'all don't like it, but that's what she was supposed to do. She had her niggas back.
Facts.
She had her niggas back in front of all of y'all. She was supposed to. So she's not supposed to get no hate. That is her man. Good, bad, or indifferent. My man, my man, my man. That's what we holler. So y'all can't get mad at Poker for having that nigga back. He ain't shit. We know this. He ain't shit. That nigga is garbage. He's trash. We know this. But she did what she was supposed to do. She had her man's back. But we all know Cartel ran that live, and y'all can't tell me otherwise. And I'm sorry, Bella, for yelling. I just had to come up here and say that. Now you can ask your questions, and I'm
I
done.
just wanted to kind of add on to that because I actually have groundbreaking news. I have the recording. I looked deep in her eyes. I took a screenshot. I looked deep in her eyes and the reflection of her eyes. I seen Cartel in the back unplugging things. That's why the live took 30 minutes to start because in the back behind her setup, Cartel was
Dre,
unplugging the
please,
mic.
Dre.
No,
Dre,
I'm telling you,
please.
I
But that
seen it
did
in her
not
eyes. He was
Dre,
happen.
unplugging the
please.
microphone, and that's why the live took so long to
And
Oh
start.
my
Mike,
God.
He
That
was
did not
unplugging it.
happen.
Dre, you lying. Shut the fuck
I
up.
saw it. I
How the
saw it.
fuck you did not?
But he did. That's
Please,
why he
Dre.
kept
all
calling.
right,
He kept
look,
calling her, and he was in contact with KG because he was orchestrating what he once said. And I put in the comments, poke a line, and next thing I know, I was kicked out the live just that quick, and that was from my burner page.
But she
So
did keep
I want to give
mentioning
you.
that he's pushing me to start my own platform. So I kind of felt that this had something to do with him pushing her to start her platform and telling her, "Hey, this is a perfect time for you to start." I do feel that that was an advantage for her to start a platform. Nothing personal, nothing negative. That's just kind of, I didn't see the entire live. I only saw a portion, but I felt hey, y'all need to hit my gift goal. Y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. And then talking about starting home platform, she made that point several times. So this is the perfect
I did.
opportunity for her to benefit.
speaking of
Because she
opportunity
said she did.
drop, I need y'all to clear this real quick so I can set the jury coin. So because we literally are popular number 20. So if we could just clear this goal real quick so we can go ahead. We're going to set the jury coin for the rest of the show. Go ahead, drop.
I just had. I just had two. I actually had two serious things to say. The first, I wanted to give you some of the background of why they keep saying Plan B, is because when they woke up, right? When they woke up, Brookie didn't wake up with them. It wasn't like an arranged plan. When Brookie woke up,
Almost there, y'all.
they were already planning to go to Target. That was already a plan. When Brookie woke up, right, that's when she was like, "Oh, I want to go with you guys. I want to get medicine." So it wasn't like they all woke up at the same time and planned to go to Target, which is why people are alleging that maybe they were planning to go to Target before to go get a Plan B, right? And then that's what she said.
Being
Um,
married and having sex unprotected is
Let me get
crazy.
down because the plan B is pissing me off. I mean, juicing would have been bad in itself, but like the plan, so that means you not only went raw, you left it in
Thank you for the
and
level
filled
up.
it up. I don't got time for it. That's y'all. This too much.
Proxy stay.
Oh,
So I also wanted to add this as well. I knew that Poco was never going to leave her husband. I troll. I am the biggest troll. That's what I do. I knew that she wasn't going to leave. I do agree that Poca did exactly what a wife is supposed to do. At the end of the day, I don't have to get on here and prove to a dumbass 23-year-old that sit around here and troll bitches all the day that I'm about to leave my husband. But I do think that my point was proven because once again, the same how he was trying to shake up shit in my relationship, I could easily shake up shit in your relationship that fast. So I is always an I, but I also don't blame Polka for telling the story or whatever, the lie that she told. I do blame her for not getting her lies together. And if Cartel was the one in the vision that Dre seen with her all the way in there holding Tasia's 22, then he's a bad storyteller, and I could tell why he's a felon. Like, he should never get away with crimes.
Now, let me say, I don't have a problem. I think Poker did what she was supposed to do: tell a story on her own platform, build her platform off of that, and make her own coins for it. She did what she was supposed to do.
Okay. Bray, welcome in.
How you doing? What's up, panel?
I'm
Hey,
good,
Hey,
boo. I
well,
got
Bree.
my only question for you
Hey.
is, as far as when you was able to finally talk with KG, how do you feel hearing her backtrack some of the questions that you asked her? One minute she said this, and the next minute she said that. What's your thoughts?
I think there was some deception and some bullshit. I think it was just bullshit. Some of it was bullshit. Some of it was the truth. I mean, do I think something happened personally? Probably, but I mean, that's neither here nor there as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
No, no, talking about probably. Uh-uh.
I can't
Come
say
back.
for a fact. Like, I mean, okay, I'll give the benefit
From
of
a
the
man,
doubt.
give
But if it
give us
was
the
me in the
nigga part. Yeah.
position, if it was me, like, I mean, in my eyes, you feel me? You
Brain,
already
when
know
you
my
asked
opinion.
her about the sleeping arrangement Saturday, why do you think she was hesitant to tell us that she slept with the bodyguard on Saturday?
It was very weird to me. I don't know, but that was very weird to me. I'm not too sure why she did that, but that was a big ass pause. But maybe she didn't want it known or something. I'm not too sure.
Because it was a line of afterthought and never happened.
Can you make it make sense though, King? BK? Because if she didn't want that to be known, I would think that she wouldn't have wanted the cartel shit to be known, right? Like, I'd rather tell a bitch, yeah, I fucked a man that fucked a bitch on Friday, rather than I laid up with a married man and we went to Target in the morning. I would
Exactly.
have denied the fuck out of that. Oh, me, I would have came on this bitch. I never did it. That's a lie. I miss my granny and Sebastian.
Okay.
You the truth, my truth of what I heard without like offending anybody. When she did that big ass pause, it gave me, girl, that next day, girl, you was in the bed with or in the room with Cartel in my eyes.
Right.
When
Right.
I didn't necessarily want to say that, but like when I heard that pause, I said, "Oh, bitch, yeah, Friday night, not the day we need to zoom in on, bitch. Saturday night in that room." But I mean, apparently y'all know that she was in the room with the bodyguard or whatever. But to me, that pause told me, girl,
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who she was in a bed with on that Saturday.
don't like. Again, I'm not gonna assume face ass, but still.
So apparently it was just a bunch of freaking and fratting going on, fraternizing going on that people don't want put out. And that's why the pause came.
And before you went up there, BK, to the actual panel, um, I know you probably took a mention. I've said this before, but exactly what Polka said is important because she paused everything before it was your turn to ask questions. Paused everything and said, "Listen, KG, you don't have to do this. We talked about this on the back end. You don't have to do this. It's not what we was planned to do."
But
So I
she know
think.
Poca know how I'm gonna ask questions too, and
Mhm,
she didn't want that lady attacked or drilled.
mhm.
But me and KG got our own rapport.
So what people don't know is they keep saying KG never confirmed it. KG had already confirmed that she was dealing with KO well before any of this extra stuff came out. Like KG already said that she was dealing with him. That was her man. Like we already found his page. We know what he looks like. Like that
Yeah.
was already confirmed prior to anything about Cartel coming out.
Yeah, and I will say, like, maybe I do be wrong for pushing the issues, because even when KO came out, I was the one told everybody that she was fucking with KO. See, this is the problem. TikTok need to ban me for life.
Okay. We get ready to get into these questions. And we're going to do it at the same time as we talk to the audience, okay? First question, was KG pressure into running with the story about her and Cartel? Yes or no? Ashley.
No.
Drop.
No.
La.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Was was KG pressure into running with the story about her
No.
and Cartel? Oh, no.
No.
Okay. Tay.
No.
Braden.
To me, I don't think she was pressured into running with the story. I think that Brookie did kind of tell her to put that out there a little bit more to get the smoke off of her and OC though. But I mean, I don't think she was pressured to run with the story. She was pressured to put it out there more though, and just put the shit on the flow.
Well,
Yes
somebody said in
or
the
no?
comments on Polka's panel she was, which I agree, on Polka's panel she was definitely being coerced to say something different than what she's been saying. So I don't know.
No.
I think Bella talking about the initial story though. The
Yeah, the
initial
initial
outing.
story.
Okay, the
Pancake
initial thing
said
now.
BK likes white women. What do you expect? Bitch, I like white women, black women. Bitch, white man and white man hoe. I probably like your daddy if he was in my face too, bitch.
Jesus.
Go Bree.
You know what? Y'all done got him started. Brad,
My
please.
answer is no.
Okay. Kiera.
No.
Proxy.
No.
All right, 8 out of 8 jurors said no. The audience also ruled in favor of no. She was not pressured to run with the story about her and Cartel. Next question.